Have you ever wondered why so many people feel something different when they're around you? You know that feeling that you have something special, but you've never been able to pinpoint exactly what it is? Well, I'm going to tell you a truth that will shake everything you thought you knew about yourself. You, Gemini, carry within you gifts so powerful, so rare, that most people go through life without even suspecting they exist. And the most impressive thing is that these gifts are active right now, at this very moment, influencing your life in ways you can't even imagine. Today I'm going to reveal to you the 10 hidden gifts that Geminis possess, those extraordinary abilities that make you a truly unique being in the zodiac. And when I say hidden, it's because they are skills that are kept hidden, concealed under layers of doubt, fear, and even the rush of daily life. But they are there, pulsating, waiting for you to recognize and awaken each one of them. And I guarantee you, when you finish watching this video, you will never look at yourself the same way again. Do you know why this moment is so important? Because the universe didn't bring you here by chance. It's no coincidence that today, right now, you're facing this message. Geminis are entering a phase of intense awakening, and recognizing these gifts is the first step for you to finally embrace your true power. If you ignore what I'm about to share, you may continue living without taking advantage of the full potential you were born with. But if you stay with me until the end, I promise you'll discover abilities that will completely transform how you relate to the world, to people, and especially to yourself. So take a deep breath, because your life is about to make much more sense. Dom 1. The ability to read invisible energies. Let's start by talking about a gift that very few people understand, but that you, Gemini, have carried since the day you were born. You have the natural ability to read invisible energies. And when I say read energies, I'm not talking about something abstract or distant from reality. I'm talking about that feeling you get when you enter a room and immediately know if the energy there is heavy or light, even if no one has said a single word. I'm talking about that sharp intuition that makes you realize when someone is lying, even if the person is smiling and saying the sweetest words. This gift functions like a kind of emotional and spiritual radar that's always on within you. While most people need words, explanations, and concrete proof to understand what's happening around them, you simply feel it. You pick up on vibrations, frequencies, hidden intentions. That's why you so often feel uncomfortable around certain people without being able to explain why. Your body, your mind, and your spirit are picking up signals that go far beyond what the eyes can see. And do you know what makes this gift even more special? It's that it's not limited to just people. You can feel the energy of places, objects, even situations that haven't happened yet. How many times have you had that strong feeling that something was going to happen and it actually did? How many times have you avoided a problematic situation simply because something inside you screamed not to go ahead? That's not luck, my dear. That's your gift of energy reading working at full speed, protecting you, guiding you, keeping you on the right path. But here's the crucial point that most Geminis don't realize. This gift needs to be recognized and nurtured. When you ignore these feelings, when you try to over-rationalize everything you feel, you are literally shutting down one of your most powerful tools. It's like having a superpower and never using it because you think it's just your imagination. It's not imagination. It's real. It's your natural Gemini gift in action. And there's more. This ability to read invisible energies also allows you to positively influence environments and people. When you are in balance, when you recognize and honor this gift, you begin to radiate such a high frequency that it literally transforms the spaces you pass through. People feel better around you. Environments become lighter, situations resolve more easily. You become a channel for energetic transmutation, someone capable of raising the vibration around you simply by being present. So pay attention to this first gift. Start observing your feelings, your hunches, those intuitions that come out of nowhere. Write down when you feel something strong about a person or situation, and then observe what happens. You will realize that your radar is accurate most of the time, and the more you trust this gift, the stronger it becomes, the more precise it becomes, the more it serves you as an infallible compass on this journey of life. Dom 2. The power of chameleon adaptation. Now let's talk about a gift that makes you, Gemini, one of the most fascinating and versatile creatures in the entire zodiac. You possess the power of chameleon-like adaptation, and this goes far beyond simply adjusting to different situations. We're talking about an almost supernatural ability to move between worlds, between personalities, between completely different frequencies without losing your essence. It's as if you have multiple versions of yourself ready to emerge depending on the context, and all of them are equally true, equally you. This gift is so profound that it often confuses even yourself. You must have wondered who you really are, because it seems you change so much depending on where you are and who you are with. Some days you wake up talkative, extroverted, wanting to talk to the whole world. The next day you barely want to leave the house, you need silence, introspection. And both are you. This is not instability, as some may have told you throughout your life. This is spiritual flexibility, it is multiplicity of being, it is the rare ability to contain entire universes within a single soul. Do you know the secret that makes this gift so powerful? It's that it allows you to connect with practically any type of person. You can talk to a successful businessman in the morning and a street artist in the afternoon, and in both situations you are genuinely present, genuinely interested, genuinely connected. People feel this. They feel that you truly understand them, that you speak their language, that you see the world through their eyes. And this creates deep bonds, opens doors that would remain closed forever for other signs. But I'll tell you a secret about this gift that few Geminis discover. This adaptability isn't just social or emotional. It's also spiritual and energetic. You have the ability to move between different levels of consciousness with impressive ease. You might be dealing with practical, mundane, material issues one moment, and the next you'd be immersed in deep reflections on the meaning of existence. You navigate between heaven and earth, between the spiritual and the material, between the mystical and the concrete with a naturalness that few can comprehend. And here's something that will surprise you. This gift of chameleon-like adaptation also functions as an extremely sophisticated spiritual survival mechanism. In moments of crisis, when other people freeze or panic, you can quickly reorganize your energy, change your approach, find new paths. It's as if you have an infinite arsenal of strategies and possibilities always at your disposal. You never truly get stuck, because there's always a new version of yourself that can emerge to handle the challenge. But be aware, because this gift also comes with a responsibility. The ease with which you change can sometimes cause you to lose touch with your center, with your deepest essence. That's why it's so important that you cultivate moments of connection with yourself, moments when you don't need to be anything to anyone, when you can simply be all your versions at the same time, in harmony. When you learn to balance this multiplicity with a solid sense of who you are at your core, you become unstoppable. You become someone who can go anywhere, do anything, be whoever you need to be, always returning home, to yourself renewed and whole. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive, messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Let's continue with our video now. Dom 3. Communication that heals and transforms. The time has come to talk about a gift that is perhaps the most recognized among Geminis, but which goes much deeper than most imagine. You, my dear, possess not only the gift of communication, you possess the gift of communication that heals, that transforms, that literally changes realities. The words that come out of your mouth carry a special frequency, an energy capable of touching people's hearts in ways they themselves cannot explain. Think about it. How many times has someone reached out to you just to talk, and after speaking with you, that person left completely different, lighter, more hopeful, with a new perspective on life? How many times have you said something that seemed simple, but became a turning point in someone's life? This doesn't happen by chance. Your words are instruments of healing, bridges between suffering and understanding, keys that open doors within people that they didn't even know existed. This gift works on multiple levels. On the most superficial level, you have a facility with words, with expression, with articulation. You can explain complex things simply, make the complicated accessible, translate feelings into language. But on the deepest, most spiritual level, your words carry codes of light, information that goes straight to the soul of the listener. That's why sometimes you don't even need to say much. The energy behind your words already does the work of transformation. And do you know what makes this gift even more powerful? It's that it's not limited to just speaking. You communicate through your gaze, through gestures, through your presence. You communicate through writing, whether formal or informal. You have the ability to make people feel seen, heard, truly understood. And in a world where so many people feel invisible, Where so many souls walk alone even surrounded by people, this ability to make someone feel truly recognized is a divine gift. But here's the great secret about this gift of communication. It only works to its fullest potential when you are aligned with your truth. When you speak from the heart, when your words are authentic, when you're not trying to impress or manipulate, but simply to share, that's when the magic happens. That's when your words become medicine, become balm, become pure transformation. On the other hand, when you use this gift in an unbalanced way, when you speak for the sake of speaking, when you spread gossip or use your words to hurt, you are wasting one of your greatest gifts. And there's an aspect of this gift that few Geminis fully explore. You're not just an incredible communicator, you're also a translator between worlds. You can take complex spiritual concepts and make them understandable to anyone. You can hear between the lines, understand what people are really trying to say even when they themselves don't know. You are a bridge, a channel, a messenger. And when you fully embrace this role, when you allow the universe to speak through you, your words gain a power that goes beyond any rational explanation. So honor this gift, my dear. Choose your words consciously, knowing that they have the power to create or destroy, to uplift or degrade, to heal or wound. Use your voice to bring light to the world, to give voice to the voiceless, to express truths that need to be said. And always remember, every conversation you have, every word you share, is an opportunity to leave the world a little better than you found it. Dom 4. Curiosity as a dimensional portal. Let's now delve into a gift that defines the deepest essence of Gemini. A gift that many confuse with distraction or superficiality, but which is actually a powerful spiritual tool. I'm talking about your insatiable curiosity, that eternal hunger for knowledge, for experiences, for new things. But here's what you need to understand. This curiosity is not a character flaw. It's not an inability to focus. It's actually a dimensional portal, a key that opens doors to realities that most people don't even dream exist. Your mind was designed to explore. You weren't born to be stuck in a single idea, a single truth, a single way of seeing the world. You were born to question, to investigate, to discover, to connect dots that seem unrelated. And it is precisely in this ability to move between different areas of knowledge, between different perspectives, between different realities, that your true power resides. You are a cosmic explorer disguised as an ordinary person. Think about how many times you started studying something out of pure curiosity, and it ended up completely changing some aspect of your life. Think about how many unusual connections you've made between seemingly unrelated subjects, and how those connections gave you profound insights about life. This isn't luck, it isn't randomness. It's your gift of curiosity working like a radar that guides you precisely to the information, the experiences, the knowledge that your soul needs at that specific moment in your journey. And here's something fascinating about this gift. It functions as a form of multidimensional navigation. While other people follow a linear path, studying one thing at a time, delving vertically, you explore horizontally, creating a vast network of interconnected knowledge. And this network, this web of diverse information and experiences, gives you a unique view of the world. You can see patterns that others don't see, make connections that others don't, find creative solutions to complex problems, because you have access to an infinitely richer and more diverse mental database. But I'm going to reveal a secret about this gift that will change your life if you truly absorb it. Your curiosity isn't just intellectual, it's also spiritual. Every time you delve into a new subject, every time you explore a new perspective, you are actually expanding your consciousness, raising your vibrational frequency, connecting with new dimensions of reality. You are literally crossing portals of knowledge that lead you to higher states of being. Now, the challenge with this gift is learning to balance exploration with integration. Many Geminis jump from interest to interest so quickly that they don't give the knowledge time to truly settle, for the experiences to be fully absorbed. It's like picking fruit before it's ripe. So here's the wisdom. Allow yourself to explore freely, follow your curiosity wherever it takes you, but also create moments of pause, reflection, and integration. It is in these moments that the magic truly happens, when all these pieces of knowledge begin to organize themselves into a coherent framework, into a unique wisdom that only you possess. And never, ever let anyone make you feel bad for being so curious, for wanting to know about so many different things. This gift is sacred. It keeps you young, keeps you alive, keeps you constantly evolving. While so many people settle, you continue to grow, learn, expand. And that, my dear, is a gift worth more than all the gold in the world. Dom 5. Duality as a creative force. It's time to talk about an aspect of your being that has probably caused you a lot of confusion, a lot of doubt, maybe even suffering. The famous Gemini duality. That feeling of being two in one, of having contradictory thoughts, of feeling opposite things at the same time. But I'm here today to completely turn that narrative upside down. Your duality is not a weakness, it's not a flaw. It's not something you need to fix. It's actually one of your most powerful gifts. A creative force that allows you to access possibilities that linear people could never achieve. Let's understand this more deeply. The entire universe is based on duality. Light and darkness, day and night, masculine and feminine, expansion and contraction. It is through the dance between opposites that all creation happens. And you, Gemini, carry this dance within you. You are not just one side of the coin, you are the whole coin. You can see both sides of any situation simultaneously. You can understand completely opposite perspectives. You can inhabit contradictory spaces with an ease that leaves other people completely lost. And do you know what that means in practice? It means you have access to a much wider spectrum of possibilities than most people. When someone presents you with a problem, you don't just see one solution, you see several, often contradictory, but all valid depending on the angle from which you look at them. You can be logical and intuitive at the same time. You can be rational and emotional in equal measure. You can be serious and playful, profound and light, intense and detached. All of this coexists within you without one thing canceling out the other. But here's the crucial point that transforms this gift of confusion into pure power. The key is not trying to choose a side. For a long time, people have probably told you that you need to decide who you are, that you need to be consistent, that you need to eliminate contradictions. But that's asking you to mutilate yourself, to cut off half of who you are. True power comes from embracing totality, from accepting that you are indeed capable of containing multitudes, as the poet said. It's accepting that you can be all of that and more, and that there's nothing wrong with that. This duality also gives you a unique ability to mediate, to find points of equilibrium between extremes. While other people get stuck in polarized discussions, you can see the truth that exists on both sides. You can build bridges where others only see abysses. You can harmonize opposing energies, create syntheses from antitheses. This makes you a natural agent of peace, balance, and integration. And there's more. This duality gives you impressive psychological and spiritual flexibility. You can move between different states of consciousness with remarkable agility. One moment you might be dealing with practical, earthly material issues. The next moment, you're exploring profound spiritual dimensions. You move between the sacred and the mundane, between the mystical and the pragmatic, effortlessly. And this ability to navigate different realities simultaneously is what allows you to be such a powerful channel for transformation. So stop fighting against your own nature. Stop trying to fit into rigid definitions of what it means to be consistent or stable. Your stability comes precisely from your ability to dance between opposites. Your strength lies in your flexibility. Your wisdom lies in being able to see all sides. Embrace your duality completely, and you will discover that it is actually your greatest source of creativity, innovation, and genius. Dom 6. The magnetism that attracts synchronicities. Now let's talk about a gift that operates almost entirely behind the scenes of your life, but has a gigantic impact on everything that happens to you. You, Gemini, possess a natural magnetism that attracts synchronicities, meaningful coincidences, encounters that seem to have been arranged by the universe itself. And the more you open yourself to recognizing this gift, the more it intensifies, the more it works in your favor, the more it positions you exactly where you need to be. Think about it. How many times have you been thinking about someone and that person called you minutes later? How many times have you needed specific information and it simply appeared in front of you through a casual conversation, a book you opened randomly, a video that popped up without you looking for it? How many times have you had an inexplicable urge to go to a certain place, and there you found exactly the person or the opportunity you needed? That's not luck, my dear. That's Gemini magnetism in action. This gift works because you naturally operate at a very high frequency of curiosity and openness. You are always attentive, always noticing things, always connecting the dots. And this heightened attention acts like a magnet for meaningful experiences. It's as if you are constantly sending signals to the universe, saying that you are available, that you are open, that you are ready to receive. And the universe responds, placing in your path exactly the people, the information, the opportunities that are aligned with your journey at that moment. But there's an aspect of this gift that's even more fascinating. You not only attract synchronicities, you also have the ability to recognize them when they happen. While many people go through life completely blind to the signs the universe constantly sends, you have your eyes open. You perceive the patterns, you notice the connections, you understand that there's something greater operating behind the appearances. And this recognition is crucial, because it's what transforms a common coincidence into a portal of transformation. Now I'm going to tell you a secret that will amplify this gift exponentially. The key to intensifying your magnetism of synchronicities is gratitude and conscious recognition. Every time you notice a synchronicity, a meaningful coincidence, stop for a moment and acknowledge it. Give thanks. Celebrate. Tell yourself, and if possible aloud, that you are seeing the sign, that you are receiving the message, that you are in alignment with the divine flow of life. When you do this, you are basically saying to the universe, send more, I am attentive, I am receptive, I am ready. And here's something important. This gift also functions as a spiritual navigation system. The synchronicities you attract aren't random. They're directional. They show you when you're on the right path, when you're aligned with your higher purpose. When synchronicities are flowing, when the right encounters are happening, when doors are opening seemingly on their own, that's the universe telling you, keep going, you're doing well, I'm with you. On the other hand, when you feel you're forcing too much, when nothing is flowing, when all the doors seem closed, perhaps it's time to rethink your direction. But be aware, because this gift demands something fundamental from you. Trust. You need to trust the signs you receive, you need to trust the impulses you feel, you need to trust that the universe is truly conspiring in your favor. Many Geminis have this gift extremely active, but end up ignoring the signs because the rational mind kicks in and says it's just a coincidence, that it doesn't mean anything. Don't fall into that trap. Your instincts, your intuitions, the synchronicities you experience are real forms of divine communication. Honor them, follow them, and you will discover that your life becomes a magical adventure full of perfect encounters and divine opportunities. Dom 7. The eternal youth of the soul. The time has come to talk about a gift that is perhaps the most secretly envied by all the other signs. You, Gemini, carry within you an eternal youth of the soul, an ability to remain young, vibrant, curious, and enthusiastic regardless of chronological age. And this is not just a superficial characteristic. It is a profound spiritual gift that connects you with the source of life itself, with the primordial energy of creation. This gift manifests itself in various ways in your life. First, in your physical appearance. Geminis tend to look much younger than they actually are. And this isn't just genetics, it's energy. It's the inner vibration you carry, that flame of curiosity and enthusiasm that is reflected in the sparkle of your eyes, the lightness of your movements, the animation of your speech. People feel this when they are near you. They sense that you have something different, a vitality that seems inexhaustible. But this gift goes far beyond outward appearance. We're talking about a youthful consciousness, a refusal to allow life to make you cynical, bitter, closed-minded. While so many people become hardened with time, losing the capacity to be surprised, to be enchanted, to dream, you keep that door open. You continue to believe in possibilities, continue to explore new things, continue to learn as if each day were the first day of your life. And that, my dear, is a priceless treasure. This eternal youth is also manifested in your capacity for renewal. You have an impressive resilience, an ability to recover from setbacks, to reinvent yourself, to start over. Where other people settle into crystallized patterns, you manage to break free, transform yourself, be reborn whenever necessary. It's as if you have access to an inner source of constant rejuvenation, as if your soul knows the secret of eternal spring. And do you know the real secret behind this gift? It's your refusal to take life too seriously. This doesn't mean you're irresponsible or superficial. It means you understand on a deep level that life is meant to be lived, experienced, savored. You maintain a sense of humor, a lightness, a playfulness that many adults completely lose. And this lightness isn't weakness. It's actually a very sophisticated form of wisdom. It's understanding that rigidity makes us fragile, while flexibility keeps us indestructible. But here's something important about this gift. It requires care and awareness, because this eternal youth can sometimes slip into immaturity if it's not balanced with wisdom. The Gemini's challenge is to integrate the lightness of childhood with the wisdom of elders. It's about maintaining the enthusiasm and curiosity of youth, while developing the depth and responsibility of maturity. When you manage to achieve this integration, when you become both young and wise, light and profound, you transform into something truly extraordinary. And there's more. This youthful spirit doesn't just benefit you. It radiates to everyone around you. You have the ability to rejuvenate others simply with your presence. Tired people feel more energized around you. Disillusioned people begin to dream again. People who had lost their zest for life begin to see beauty once more. You are literally a walking fountain of youth, a living reminder that it's possible to keep the soul young while the body ages. So honor that gift by keeping your interests, your passions, your curiosity alive. Never stop learning, never stop exploring, never stop being amazed by the world. Keep playing, keep laughing, keep dreaming. And when life tries to convince you that you need to grow up and become serious and predictable, smile and gently refuse. Because you know a secret that many have forgotten. True maturity is not about killing the inner child, but about integrating it, honoring it, allowing it to continue dancing within you as you navigate the responsibilities of adult life. Dom 8. The ability to see multiple truths simultaneously. Let's now delve into a profound philosophical and spiritual gift that very few signs possess. You, Gemini, have the extraordinary ability to see and accept multiple simultaneous truths, to understand that seemingly contradictory realities can coexist perfectly. And this gift, when fully awakened, transforms you into a sage, someone capable of navigating the complexity of existence with a grace and understanding that leaves people amazed. While most people operate in black and white, in right and wrong, in true and false, you naturally live in a universe of infinite shades of gray. You understand that something can be true from one perspective and false from another, and that both perspectives are valid. You can hold contradictions in your mind without feeling the need to resolve them immediately, to force a definitive conclusion. You live comfortably in mystery, in ambiguity, in not knowing completely. And do you know why this is so powerful? Because real life, true human experience is too complex to fit into simple categorizations. The important questions of life rarely have black and white answers. People are rarely completely good or completely bad. Situations are almost never as simple as they seem at first glance. And you, with this gift of seeing multiple truths, are able to navigate this complexity with far more wisdom than those who need definitive answers for everything. This gift also gives you a unique ability to mediate and build bridges. In conflicts, you can see where each side is right, you can understand the motivations and perspectives of everyone involved. You don't automatically take sides in the dispute, but you can create a third space, a place of integration where apparent opposites can meet. This makes you a natural agent of peace, someone capable of diffusing tensions simply by showing that there are more possible paths than just winning or losing. But I'm going to tell you a secret about this gift that will completely set you free if you truly absorb it. This ability to see multiple truths also applies to yourself. You don't need to be just one thing. You don't need to define yourself rigidly. You don't need to choose an identity and be stuck in it forever. You can be many things, you can change, you can evolve, you can contradict yourself from one day to the next, and that's okay. Because you understand that even within a single person there are multiple truths, multiple versions, multiple possibilities. And all of them are equally you. Now, the challenge with this gift is not falling into analytical paralysis. Because if everything can be true depending on the angle, if all perspectives have validity, how do you make decisions? How do you act? The answer lies in developing what I call contextual wisdom. You learn to recognize which truth is most useful, most appropriate, most beneficial in each specific context. You don't need to believe that there is only one absolute truth to be able to act with conviction when necessary. You act based on the truth that is relevant at that moment, in that context, for that situation, knowing that other truths exist but consciously choosing a direction. And there's something more about this gift. It protects you from fanaticism, mental rigidity, and fundamentalisms of any kind. You simply can't embrace absolute ideologies because your mind is too advanced for that. You see the nuances, the exceptions, the complications. And although this can sometimes make you feel lonely, especially in a world that loves certainties and absolute truths, remember that you are operating at a higher level of consciousness. You are seeing reality more completely, more honestly, more truthfully. So honor that gift. Don't let anyone convince you that you need to simplify your worldview. Don't let them make you feel that your ability to see multiple truths is confusion or a lack of conviction. It's quite the opposite. Supreme clarity. It's profound wisdom. It's the ability to hold the totality of human experience in your hands without needing to reduce it to something palatable and simplified. You are a natural philosopher, a sage in development, someone capable of understanding mysteries that leave other people completely lost. Dom 9. The instant connection with like-minded minds. Now let's talk about a fascinating social and spiritual gift that you've probably experienced countless times, but perhaps never stopped to fully understand. You possess the rare ability to establish instant and profound connections with like-minded people, to recognize your tribe, your equals, your soulmates of friendship the moment you meet them. It's as if you have an internal radar that immediately identifies when someone is on the same frequency as you. This gift manifests itself in very specific ways in your life. You might be at a crowded party, at a social event, in any public place, and suddenly your eyes meet someone else's and you just know. You feel that spark of recognition, that feeling that you already know this person even though it's the first meeting. And when you start talking, it's as if there are no barriers, as if you're just continuing a conversation that had been interrupted a long time ago. Ideas flow, laughter arises naturally, time passes without you noticing. This gift works because you operate at a very particular frequency of consciousness and communication. You're not interested in superficial conversations, talking about the weather or trivial matters just to fill the silence. You seek true connection, a real exchange of ideas, depth. And when you find someone who also operates at that frequency, it's like two perfectly tuned radio waves. The transmission happens without interference, without noise, with crystal clarity. And here's something fascinating about this gift. It's not limited to people who are similar to you. In fact, often your deepest connections are with people who are quite different from you in terms of personality or lifestyle, but who share the same essential frequency, the same openness to exploring ideas, the same curiosity about life, the same willingness for genuine conversations. You recognize the essence, not the appearances. But I'm going to reveal an aspect of this gift that will help you make even better use of it. These instant connections you form aren't just for social benefit or to have interesting friends. They are actually important parts of your evolutionary journey. Each person with whom you establish this deep connection brings with them gifts, lessons, information that you need at that moment in your life. They are encounters arranged by the universe, teachers disguised as friends, mirrors that reflect aspects of yourself that you need to see. And there's more. You're not just the receiver of these connections, you're also the catalyst. Your openness, your authenticity, your willingness to dive deep creates a safe space where other people can truly reveal themselves. Often, the person you're talking to will tell you that they've never talked about this with anyone, that they don't know why they're opening up so much to you. It's because you have this gift of making people feel seen, heard, and completely accepted. Now, the only precaution you need to take with this gift is not to become too scattered. Because you have this ease of connecting with so many different people, you can end up creating such a vast social network that it becomes difficult to maintain all these connections in a meaningful way. So learn to discern. Not every interesting connection needs to turn into a deep and lasting friendship. Some people are in your life for a season, others for a specific reason, and only a few for a lifetime. And that's okay. Each type of connection has its value and purpose. Honor this gift by being selective with your energy, but don't build walls. Remain open to new connections. Continue allowing those sparks of recognition to happen. Because every time you truly connect with another mind, with another soul, you are expanding your own universe, enriching your own experience, growing in ways you can't even fully measure. You are a weaver of relationships, a builder of bridges between souls, and that is one of your most precious gifts to the world. Dom 10. Mastering the art of transforming the old into the new. And finally, we arrive at the 10th hidden gift, perhaps the most transformative of all, the gift that synthesizes and enhances all the others. You, Gemini, possess the natural mastery to transmute the old into new, to take what is outdated, dead, crystallized, and transform it into something fresh, alive, relevant. You are an alchemist of life, an agent of constant renewal, a channel through which the universe performs its perpetual work of regeneration. This gift manifests itself in all areas of your life. You can take old ideas and give them a new look that makes them relevant again. You can look at stagnant relationships and find ways to revitalize them, to bring fresh energy, to create new beginnings within what already exists. You can face seemingly hopeless situations and find new angles, unexpected perspectives, creative solutions that no one else had thought of. This gift works because you don't have excessive emotional attachment to forms. While many people desperately cling to the way things have always been, afraid of change, loss, transformation, you flow naturally with the currents of renewal. You understand at a deep level that the only constant is change, that life is perpetual motion, that holding on too tightly to anything is a guaranteed recipe for suffering. So you let go, you allow, you adapt, and in this process of allowing the old to die, you make room for the new to be born. And here is the deepest aspect of this gift. You don't just transmute external circumstances. You constantly transmute yourself. You don't cling to old versions of who you are. You are always evolving, always renewing yourself, always discovering new layers of yourself. It's as if you go through many deaths and rebirths all the time, leaving behind what no longer serves you, embracing what is emerging. And this capacity for self-renewal is what keeps you eternally young, eternally relevant, eternally alive. But I'm going to tell you a secret about this gift that will amplify its power exponentially. The key to true transmutation is not forcing change, not violently striving to be different. True transmutation happens when you allow yourself to be completely yourself, when you honor everything that exists within you, including the parts that seem contradictory or uncomfortable. It is in the complete embrace of totality that real transformation happens. And there's more. This gift of transmutation isn't just for you. It's a service you provide to the world. The people around you transform simply by being in your presence. You help others see new possibilities, release old patterns, and embrace necessary changes. You are a catalyst for evolution. Someone who accelerates growth processes simply by existing and radiating your own capacity for constant renewal. Now, the challenge with this gift is learning to balance transformation with stability. Because if you are constantly changing everything, you can create excessive instability in your life and in the lives of those around you. So wisdom lies in knowing when to change and when to maintain. It lies in recognizing what needs to be transformed and what needs to be preserved. It lies in understanding that some things are treasures that deserve to be kept while others are burdens that need to be released. So fully embrace this gift of transmutation. Allow yourself to die and be reborn as many times as necessary. Don't be afraid to let go of old versions of yourself, to change direction, to start over. Trust your process of constant renewal. And at the same time, honor what is essential in you, that core that remains while everything around you transforms. When you can perform this dance between change and permanence, between transformation and preservation, you become an irresistible force of evolution, a master alchemist capable of transforming not only your own life, but also of inspiring transformation in everyone who crosses your path. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. My dear Gemini, we have reached the end of this journey of discovering and recognizing your hidden gifts. And I hope, from the bottom of my heart, that you have recognized yourself in every word shared here. These 10 gifts are not an invention, they are not an exaggeration, they are real abilities that pulsate within you at this very moment. The only question is whether you will choose to recognize them, honor them, and develop them, or whether you will continue living as if you were just another ordinary person in the world. Because you are not ordinary, my dear. You never were. You were born with a unique combination of abilities that makes you an extraordinary being. Your ability to read invisible energies protects and guides you. Your chameleon-like adaptability allows you to navigate any situation. Your communication heals and transforms lives. Your curiosity opens portals to new realities. Your duality gives you access to infinite possibilities. Your magnetism attracts perfect synchronicities. Your eternal youth keeps your soul alive and vibrant. Your vision of multiple truths gives you profound wisdom. Your instant connection with like-minded people enriches your journey. And your mastery in transmuting the old into the new makes you an agent of evolution in the world. Now the question I ask you is this: what are you going to do with this knowledge? Are you simply going to watch this video and go back to your life as if nothing has changed? Or are you going to make the conscious decision to fully awaken to who you really are? Because recognizing your gifts is only the first step. The second step, the most important one, is to commit to developing them, to using them, to putting them at the service of your own evolution and the greater good. So I challenge you, starting today, starting now, to pay attention to your gifts. When you feel that strong intuition about someone or some situation, don't ignore it. When you realize you are naturally adapting to a new circumstance, acknowledge your power. When your words deeply touch someone, be grateful for that gift. When your curiosity leads you to discover something new, celebrate. When you feel duality within you, embrace it completely. When synchronicities happen, acknowledge them with gratitude. When you feel young and enthusiastic, honor that energy. When you see multiple truths, trust your wisdom. When you connect deeply with someone, cherish that encounter. And when you feel ready to transform something in your life, trust your power of transmutation. And remember everything we've talked about here. These gifts are real, they are yours, they are divine gifts that you brought into this life. The only thing that can prevent you from fully experiencing them is doubt, fear, the limiting belief that you are less than you truly are. But now you know the truth. You know who you are, you know what you are capable of, you know the greatness that exists within you. If this video touched your heart, if these words resonated with you, I invite you to become part of this community. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Activate the notification bell so you don't miss any content that can transform your life. And if you truly want to support this work, if you want these messages to continue reaching people who need them, consider becoming a channel member. Every bit of support makes a difference. Every contribution allows this work to continue existing and touching lives. And now I leave you with this final reflection. You are at the beginning of a new phase of your life. A phase where you not only exist, but where you shine completely. Where you don't hide your gifts, but celebrate them. Where you don't doubt your worth, but fully recognize it. This is your time, Gemini. This is your moment. The universe is conspiring in your favor. Your gifts are all active, waiting for you to recognize and use them. So go shine, transform, create, connect, transmute. Be who you came to be. The world needs your light. The world needs your gifts. The world needs you fully awake and totally alive.